The face of Belfast is transforming. Famous for its political murals depicting decades of sectarian violence known as the Troubles, its walls are now telling a different story, with a new generation of artists creating a fresh vision of Belfast today. The Troubles. For 30 years, Belfast was torn apart by sectarian violence. More than 3,600 people lost their lives as conflict divided predominantly Protestant loyalists who wanted Northern Ireland to remain part of the UK and mainly Catholic Republicans who wanted Northern Ireland to join the Republic of Ireland. The Good Friday Agreement in 1998 ended most of the violence, but the images of conflict remain a powerful reminder of the anger and the pain.
It's estimated when we get the ceasefires and after the agreement, we look at our population, 1 in 10 have directly lost a family member. And I always say this, it's a small city in a small corner of a small island. There's so much trauma, there's so much memorialisation of that trauma. It's still very present.
Paul Donnelly lived through the Troubles. He now leads tours of Belfast's hundreds of political murals in communities which are divided to this day.
Murals are massively important in this city. For both communities, it's about remembering your past. It's about telling the outside world, here's our story, our experience and our narrative. And of course, the more cynical would say, it's all about territory. We control here, you're not welcome.
But Belfast is changing. And born from the scars of the past, new images are emerging, with a new generation of artists leaving their own mark on the city.
I just wanted to fill my city with colour and it did not feel as oppressive and to be not constantly talking about the Troubles, you know what I mean? And I think that's something that ceasefire babies are what we're doing, even if it's subconscious.
Wee Knowles was born in Belfast shortly before the peace agreement. She's determined to tell a different story about her city's identity today.
A lot of my work is political, but it's not about the Troubles. We still have active political murals. It's part of who we are, but I think that this juxtaposition of the street art murals makes people feel more at home in more areas of the city. It's marked the whole city centre as a neutral ground of it's not just for Catholic or Protestant, it's for everyone.
Wee Knowles is part of an exploding street art scene in Belfast, powered in large part by an annual festival. Run by creative producer Adam Turkington, it attracts dozens of artists from Northern Ireland and around the world who are adding to the hundreds of modern artworks he's helped generate around the city.
I always use the expression, we speak wall. You know, we understand the language of walls in Belfast because of that history and that tradition. So the people here respond in a much more warm and positive way to murals. You know, murals that aren't from that political tradition. When they come and put beautiful things on the walls, people here embrace it, like I suspect nowhere else.
Through his work, Adam is adding a new visual layer to Belfast's identity.
I always push quite strongly back on the idea that it's empty, the traditional stuff here. I'm not trying to shut that down. It's about giving an identity that we can all feel proud of, born from a sense of knowing the cost of identitarian politics.
It's an effort that's welcomed by the hundreds of young people drawn to this festival.
When I grew up, all the murals I would have seen in and around Belfast were all paramilitary related. The level of art that's come through, that's just lovely looking street art, is phenomenal. And it's not about this side or that side, it's just something that everyone can enjoy and appreciate. This is just what Belfast should be.
I think because we spoke a lot of our politics through art, we've had that artistic background that now that we've been able to take on and grow from it and flourish from it.
I think that's showing where the city is going, and I think it's about letting go of the past and moving forward.
Paul Donnelly now includes modern works like this to his tours. They're now part of Belfast's story.
It's a huge shift. We had incidents in this city where people were shot dead with a paintbrush in their hand, and now we're inviting artists and others to come to our city to challenge us. That's wonderful.
The art here now a powerful tapestry of the pain of the past and hope for the future.